My daughter burst through the front door just as the evening call to prayer faded into the wind. Her face was swollen, tears streaming down her cheeks, and her hands trembled uncontrollably. Before I could even stand from the sofa, she fell into my arms and cried. "Dad, my FIL hit me, just because the food was too spicy." For a moment the world froze around me. My heart sank, my breath stopped, and a rage I had never felt before rose inside me like fire. My daughter, my princess, someone dared to lay a hand on her. I held her tight, trying to steady her shaking shoulders. "Baba, please don't get angry, just listen first," she whispered. I wiped her tears and sat her down. "Tell me everything, Beta, every single thing." "Today was supposed to be normal," she said. She had woken up early, made breakfast, cleaned the house, and started cooking lunch because relatives were visiting. Her husband Salman told her in the morning that his father's cousins were coming, and she wanted everything to be perfect. My hands were already hurting, Baba, and I was fasting too, but I cooked everything they wanted. She paused, swallowing tears. When I served the food, one of the dishes was a little spicy, just a little. Her voice broke, and my FIL slammed the spoon on the table and shouted, "Are you trying to burn my tongue? Who puts this much spice?" She apologized again and again, but he didn't stop. Salman tried to calm him, but Bashir pushed his own son away. Then my daughter's voice shook as she said, "He got up, grabbed my wrist and slapped me, right across my face." I clenched my fists so hard I felt my nails digging into my palm. I fell on the floor, Baba, and instead of helping me, he shouted again, "Next time cook properly. You are not your father's princess here." Her sobs echoed in my living room. "What did Salman do?" I asked, barely containing my anger. She hesitated. "He didn't hit me, but he didn't stop his father either. He just stood there looking terrified, and when I looked at him, he looked away." That silence had hurt her more than the slap. Later, when she sat in the room alone, Salman entered and whispered, "Please don't tell your father. He'll create a scene. My father gets angry, forget it." My daughter looked at him and asked, "If your mother or sister had been hit, would you say the same?" He stayed silent. "In that moment," she said, "I remembered your words, Baba. If anyone ever hurts you, walk out, come home. So I came." I kissed her forehead. "You did the right thing." Inside my chest, a storm had already begun. I stood up, grabbed my car keys and said, "Chalo." "Dad, please don't fight." "I'm not fighting," I said. "I'm talking." When we reached their house, Salman opened the door. He looked scared. "Uncle, I was just going to call you." "Move," I said. Bashir sat on the sofa, casually sipping tea, proud as a king on a rotten throne. When he saw me, he smirked. "So you came to pick your overly sensitive daughter." My blood boiled. "A man who raises his hand on a woman should not call himself a man," I said. He stood up angrily. "She ruined the food." I slammed my hand on the table. The cups rattled. "You slapped her over spice. Are you insane? She is someone's daughter, someone's wife, not your punching bag." His wife tried to interrupt. "Why are you shouting?" "Auntie, please," I said sharply. "Stay out of this." "This is my house," Bashir barked. "I can do what I stepped forward and looked him dead in the eyes. "If you ever touch my daughter again, you won't have a house left to shout in." He stepped back, shaken. Just then the twist happened. Salman finally spoke. "Dad, enough." Everyone turned to him. "You shouldn't have hit her," he said. "She's my wife, and you crossed a line." "Now you go against your father," Bashir shouted. "Yes," Salman said firmly. "When you're wrong, yes." He turned to my daughter, held her hand, and said, "I'm sorry, I should have protected you. I was scared, but I won't stay silent again." My daughter burst into tears again, but this time with relief. I looked at Salman for a long moment. "Words are easy, show me actions." He nodded, "I will." "If you want me here," Salman told his father, "you must respect my wife. Otherwise, we'll leave this house." Silence fell, heavy, cold, unavoidable. I put my arm around my daughter. "Beta, you choose, stay or come home." She squeezed Salman's hand. "I'll give him one last chance." "Then I support you," I said. "But remember, my door will always be open." 6 months passed. Not once did Bashir raise his voice at her again. Salman changed for the better, more caring, more protective, more mature. He apologized many times and slowly rebuilt her trust. My daughter laughs again now. And surprisingly, Bashir sometimes compliments her cooking. Life doesn't change in a moment. But one moment can start the change. And that day, when she came crying into my arms, everything changed forever.